All right, guys. It is here. We are doing the Sony State of Play. The next one has come out, and obviously we have what we've covered now 2 years worth of these, now a third. So, it's always bad. It's always us just sitting around waiting to see for them to reveal to us the next year's future flops, right? I mean, seriously, how many of these games do we see year in and year out? Does anybody remember these games? Does anybody care? Does anybody actually think about after the matter of fact? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, a bunch of people were shilling it. I'm pretty sure they were bots. But a bunch of people were shilling it saying it was Game of the Year. I remember. Last year, or was it 2024? I totally forget. And it was just, I think it was 2025 that it came out. It was just such a nothing burger game, so terrible. Destroyed Indiana's character. And now we got games like 007 First Light, which falls right into the same trashy movie game category, released by Sony. I don't know if Indiana Jones The Great Circle was released by Sony, but all I can say is that everything that comes out is absolute dog water or horse trash. Absolutely everything. And, if I go through a long list of all the games I've reviewed and covered, there's a lot of games that suck. And I've forgotten 90% because I just don't want to think about them ever again. They're such trash. So we're seeing everything that's being released now. We're seeing everything that's being announced now. And it's very clear for us that so many of these games are going to suck and they're all going to bomb. So, of course, we're going to be heading right on into this, and we're going to be starting with the trailer. So we got a couple of trailers here, and we're going to be really focusing on, of course, the core ones, the ones that matter. God of War Laufey. Oh, good. Good. Kratos' ugly wife that he totally does not deserve to be with. He should be with a hot bombshell of a woman, a Greek sexy woman like the women that he banged throughout all the actual games and not these fake remake games that are just totally assassinating and executing live his character. Yeah, ridiculous. So we gave him an ugly wife, a woman that's not attractive. By the way, it turns out that, I don't know if I completely believe this, but in real life, the woman who they face scanned for Laufey, and I'm so sick and tired of the fact that we face scan people, that everyone has a look like the characters apparently in real life. I hate that trash. Characters should look like something imaginative. It should be something that is not cast, but it's crafted. And instead what we're faced with is a bunch of characters that look like real life people who are not attractive. There's a bunch of hot people in real life, but we're not allowed to see people like that, right? In our games, which is really pathetic. So, of course, we're going to be going through this trailer, and then we got the other ones that we're going to be going through. Some of these games, like Until Dawn 2, like what the heck, I can't believe they're coming out with a sequel for that. And I have some things to say about that. I mean, one thing I'll say right now is that I never thought they would actually, supermassive games, they suck. They're not coming out with good games. Seriously, every single story that they've come out with through their episodic installments, and the other ones that are not episodic, but they're like offshoots, I guess. Clearly, the quality of Until Dawn 2, very different writer, very different casting directions and directing of the scenes, the cinematography. It's very different when we're looking at Until Dawn 2. So it's very clear that there's a quality that has been lost on the episodic installments of the series. And we're seeing something very different for, I guess, Until Dawn 2 is like their hallmark. We're going to go all out for this one. I don't know why you can't hire competent people for the other projects that you're funding. I don't get that. Maybe the other projects, as I've been saying, maybe the other projects are literally just money laundering so that they can afford the sequel. I mean, that's what I think it is, right? It's like, okay, we're gonna launder like $50 million. We're gonna use half of that to make this trashy game. We're gonna hire a trashy writer. I don't know why it costs $25 million, but it just does. And then we're gonna save $25 million for Until Dawn 2. So then they came out with like, what was it, like 9 trash installments, games, as a company that were just complete trash shows, right? The Dead by Daylight game, the Quarry game, all the other, the anthology, whatever you call it. And so all those trash games that they were making, right? I guess they were just stowing away money every time they made these games. I mean, that's what I think, because you can also tell that they put the maximum budget behind Until Dawn 2. So, anyways, that's kind of what I want to say on the onset. I believe that's the right word. So, let's get right into it. And of course, every year, we're always being shown trashy games. I love it. We can never be impressed by anything coming out these days. Seriously, nothing cool is coming out. Everything that they've shown in this entire showcase is absolute garbage. There's nothing I want to play that they've announced. That's how bad this is. This is only for the internet to
find your way home.
To shame.
You are free.
And nobody was asking for a game surrounding his dead wife, like who's so busted and not, you know, like she is so busted in the face, ugly, dude. Oh man. I mean, she's such a Karen. Kratos literally banged a Karen to have his son. I mean, that is just so pathetic. The Kratos got with a Karen. How pathetic. This character is officially... I have to say this. This character is officially, by the way, for the freaking Redditors and the soy boys, this character is officially assassinated so deeply that this is only for the retard losers who are soygasming every day of their faulty existence. This is their safe masculinity stand-in father that they never had or they can't be for themselves, whatever it is. This is the character that is a pathetic stand-in for these very men and their own pathetic selves. It's just so lame. It's so lame. We're going through the galactic birth canal here. It's so loud. Holy. Ugh. Ugh. She even has blemishes on her face. That's just so... What in the world? Really? That's what we have for mobile game ads now? Dang. Something else.
Kratos!
Lame. Oh, yep. Immediate migraines. Apparently she's dead and she has migraines. That just totally makes sense. Oh man, are they setting up for the actual next game that they're gonna somehow resurrect? Oh, because in Ragnarok, He was looking at the live stream and she started doing her gay hum. Oh no, that's right. They want to bring her back for the next game. What? What? Are we gonna get a sex scene? We can't get sex scenes anymore in gaming. But like, what? Are we gonna get a sex scene with a woman that's not hot? I mean, with Kratos? I mean, come on, dude. You know, Kratos banged a bunch of hot women, Aphrodite being one of them. What? Are we gonna see like him bang his ugly wife in the next game? Jeez, dude. It's so over. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Oh, dude, this is so Pixar. Oh my god, so ridiculous. This is God of War now, right?
You know where I am?
So Pixar. It's so, dude, the tone is so off. This is the God of War series? Yeah, for Redditors. For freaking soy boy Redditors. Freaking seethe over everything. Everything that's actually worthwhile in this world. You know, attractive women.
It happened.
Traditional men.
It's just
You know, men who are not fags.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
Bro, like, okay. I hear so many people trashing on movie games. There's nothing wrong with a game being a mixture between movie and game. The issue is that all of our
definitely isn't
freaking
the
movie
life
games suck. But people think this is the sequel, which I don't think it is. I think it's just a offshoot game that is getting massive budget. You know, this is what's so lame, right? We're throwing how many millions of dollars to develop a trash game with a trash female character that nobody wants? And we're throwing this in so that we have this like really lame and lazy tie-in game for bringing back Kratos' wife in the next game in God of War, whatever they call it. What? Revitalize? Is that going to be the next game? Maybe. Oh man, I mean, it's so pathetic. So we're going to be resurrecting his wife, and somehow that's going to mean something in the storyline when she's not hot, and she's going to be a Karen feminist caricature, just like Freya. And they do so many things to humiliate Kratos in the face of his Karen feminist-coded wife. Dear God. She's such a nothing character in Ragnarok too. A lot of liberal games really like vibrant colors for no good necessary reason. Look at all the bright colors. All the needlessly bright. The enemies are bright. The flowers on the ground are bright. The color palette, I mean, this is just leftist, tranny color palette here.
Shouldn't have been that difficult.
This is soy boy color palette. Wow, this would be amazing combat if you could get upskirt shots on a hot female character. That would be great.
Armor.
Too bad we don't get that.
Good idea.
Oh my gosh, we got ads like every 2 minutes here. Gotta love it when they do that. Yep, a woman being worn into a bunch of battle armor.
Now,
Awesome.
how about a way out?
Yeah, this is freaking woke. A woman in battle armor. What guy wants to play as a woman in battle armor? Who takes this seriously, even? It's ridiculous. What's she gonna do? According to the woke writers and developers of this game, she's gonna take on an entire army just like her frickin' husband.
Guess I'll
He's
find
the
out.
exception, by the way, but now, because he married some frickin' Karen, now the feminist-coded Karen is apparently on the same level as the, what, the general of war, or whatever Kratos is.
No, it can't be it. It's not possible.
These are loading screens right here.
If there's another mask, their path isn't safe.
Pretty sure.
I have to find a way back.
A lot of tight crevices. I mean, is this all a stand-in for a vagina? I don't know. Kind of feels like it. My gosh, dude, this is their freaking trailer? Holy, this is taking forever. Random dudes, just waiting, dude. So laughable. Girl boss, oh, punching, yep, punching. Absolute metal.
From the Eagle Onslaught, not the gates. The gateway is closed.
Are these Chinese? Pantheon type of characters, maybe? Seems like it. I hate all the vibrant pinks and, I mean, look at that vibrant orange. Every modern game that's gay and woke. Oh no, animal cruelty. Oh no. Oh my god, it's so evil. Oh, that's just terrible. Oh, they're burning the animals too. Oh, it's so evil. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm so invested, bro. This is so sad. Yeah, get your justice, girl. Save the animals, save nature. God, this is made for fags and women, dude. Is this what men want out of games? The answer is no. Oh, epic music. Wow. You know what's so lame? So this dude's supposed to be a complete Chad. And then of course the real boss walks in and it's a woman. Yeah, that's great. He's literally at her beck and call. So he's completely cocked out. So pathetic.
Another mask.
This is important to you. I wonder, do you think this could set you free?
Dang. Get clocked. What a tough
Touch
woman.
me again.
I love that she's talking tough to this,
Like to see how
bro.
hard it is to die here, Godly.
Bro, and this is so feminist, and this is so woke. And the freaking liberal fags, they act like this is cool. You're just lame, dude. What? We're gonna take a woman talking up a freaking Chad monster? We're gonna take this seriously? Nobody would take Eugene talking tough. We wouldn't take that seriously. Everybody would laugh at Eugene, including the leftists. But when females equivocal to Eugene are talking tough, then we take it freaking serious. This is pathetic. I mean, these women, these female heroines, whether it's Deborah Wilson or some other chick who's unattractive and ugly, we act like these women are like some kind of martial artist champions of all time that no man can contest. Every single game.
I can show you.
And it doesn't matter how much you beat these women down, they just laugh. It's so funny. You know, again, this is the thing about female writing and making freaking women the constant hero of every story. They defy death at every turn, and and also, like, when they're undergoing pain and violence, they just laugh. Again, these women are analogous to crack addict men who are emaciated, and we're acting like a crack addict with no musculature. We're acting like they're super tough and they're gonna beat down on a brute. It's pathetic.
Can't keep me here.
The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
Oh my gosh, this is such a humiliation ritual. It takes a woman to stop him. Like, dude, make it stop. And then this is just really weird.
Resisting the truth will only make this more painful.
Owie. She is so ugly, dude. Ugh.
Segment.
No, Betsy.
She's
I will
always
not
stopping him, dude.
You deal with our new pet.
You know, and it would make sense if she had like this kind of like constant control and her hands touching him all the time. It's always keeping him under command. He's this weird attack dog that is always ready to just go chasing off his leash. You can make that archetype work if this woman was actually super hot, super sexy, that everyone watching, okay, straight men made the character, not gays and women. And instead, you have a super hot and sexy woman that every male gamer's like, I want to bang her. She's evil and I want to bang her. Then it would make sense that this guy is completely whipped by this woman and he just does whatever she wants because she's just so ridiculously hot. That would make sense. And that would be very God of War for the franchise to do. But they don't lean into that. They lean into Reddit. They lean into gay. They lean into lame. And this is what we get. Man, she is such a girl boss, dude. This is so lame. Meow. Meow.
Okay. I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Fresh air.
I've been hearing about like what the sword in a cube is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a joke for like D&D or whatever.
You know what? It doesn't matter.
Bruh.
How do we get out of here?
Just why?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
Reddit is so lame.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is
This feels like Hogwarts Legacy. This feels like some weird Disney game. Like, this is God of War?
A way out, but you're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here.
This feels like it's made by women.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
So gay and lame.
It's like
Really? It's that easy? No way.
This isn't working.
Would be ridiculous if that worked.
Where are we anyway?
Afterlife of the gods? I call it the everyone.
Afterlife of the gods. Great.
How many teenagers, right, watch this and they're super hyped and they're begging their parents that they can pick this up, right?
That cask.
How many?
That's why you're trapped.
Genuine question.
Yeah. Wait, you made that big explosion happen, right? Could you?
Because I think about so many past showcases when they used to show cool games that got you hyped, and like, remember the first Division trailer? I remember that.
I think we all want that.
I was begging for that game,
Definitely do.
but like, and then it turned out to be a complete disappointment,
You need to accept it.
much like many games from that game era. But
You're dead.
who's begging for these games? Who seriously wants to waste their time? Trashy stories, trashy characters. It's all made for people who are in the know of stuff that no one knows about. Who knows about this freaking gelatinous cube? Who knows about it?
But what if I need to be somewhere else?
Then
And who
focus
wants
on
to
what
play a
you do.
game with a feminist heroine? Who wants that? It's just so lame.
Hey, that's it. What were you thinking of?
A promise.
Promise.
Hey, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
It's so female coded, bro. Dude, the writing, they put her in a cage and she's figuring out how to unlock her power to unleash herself from the cage. The writing is so bad, dude. Oh my gosh. Female driving.
Kratos.
So lame. Lame. Only women think this is cool. Ugh. Ugh. Ah. Bro, women are so annoying. Like, seriously, this is the kind of media that they constantly make. It's such dog trash. You can tell when a woman, or a man that's basically a woman, you know, a fag. You can tell when they're the writer, and you can tell when a retarded dude is the writer. It's really easy to tell the gender of the writing. Uh-huh.
Rue, I think you should give her the sword.
Why do we always have to have crappy
How do I know I can trust her?
companions in storytelling nowadays?
I promise.
Like, Mimir was kind of a cool little...
Okay. Take it.
I don't know, he was a cool exception, but... This is our Mimir stand-in. Oh, wow, what a tough woman, brah. Wow. I am so hard right now. What a freaking girl boss. She is so strong. I mean, the combat looks kind of cool, but... Looks very stylish.
Get out of here! Not until I get you out.
That's all I can say.
Here we go, coming up
Dude, look at how inoffensive, neutered, and gay that character looks. That's in so much of our media nowadays, especially from Star Wars. Seriously, who is making the designs for all this stuff? Everything's so lame looking. This is female character design, dude. Can we go back to men making the designs of enemies? I mean, there's some games that have really trash enemy designs, but this is just amorphous blob character enemy design, which you see in a lot of modern gaming. Dude, it's so loud. Holy, imagine listening to this on max volume. Blasted ears, dude.
Fine, but lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
The genderless dialogue, dude. I'm so tired of this. Yep, pummeler. Equal rights, ho. Yeah, spits on him like a man. I'm so glad. This is Kratos' wife. She's basically a crack addict man who's super tough. So glad that's who Kratos banged. So glad, dude. That's who our Chad character that we followed across so many edgy games. This is who he got with, apparently. He didn't get with Aphrodite, some woman with enormous breasts and a sexy body. Nope. He got with a Karen who's super strong like a man. Awesome. This is what women think that men should desire. This game is so female coded. Cannot even begin. Golly, bro. She is just wrecking this dude. She is so strong.
Scared of this sword.
Holy crap, she's a Chad, bro. I mean, how do you fight her? She's so strong. She is so cool. Bro, I love how her glowing ability is a stand-in for literally anything, dude. I mean, the glowing light around her arm, it could literally be just about anything. I have no idea what the power is. It's just, it's weird gameplay ability power. Makes no sense. I have no idea what it's supposed to be in the lore. Wow, dang, she is getting destroyed, huh? What a tough woman. She can just take it. Man, he's just ready. Of course, he's losing. He's got to get unlucky. Man, what a freaking boss. She is so strong. I guess he doesn't die there. She is so strong, bro. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to play that. Holy crap.
Hi.
I can't wait to take my puberty blockers right after.
Thank you for watching
Head
this
of creative.
extended look at the next core
Yeah,
game
this guy's a
releases.
retard
God
liberal.
of War,
He looks like a retard liberal. They always look this
telling
way.
Faye's story
There's
has
always
kind of
something
been a
wrong
gold
with
mine
them.
since we started
The
working on
physiognomy
saga.
check.
She
There's
is
always
very
something
near and
just
dear to the
visually
character,
off.
So I knew that we needed the right person to see this one through. I would like to introduce Laufey's game director.
Yeah, he.
Ariel
Oh,
Lawrence, whom I've had the
game
pleasure of
direct.
working with for
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than
you know,
20
it's so funny. Because I could just feel how woman directed this game is. Look how hideous she is. Not in shape. Wow, dude. This is just humiliation, dude. Oh my god. So dysgenic. Holy crap. This is the best we got? Holy. Look how miserable he looks. He's got a derpy freaking face. Like liberals do. He looks like he has mental illness problems. Man, this would be so mean what I'm saying if he wasn't a leftist. It would be so mean. Lucky for me, he's a complete leftist clown. And then her, it's just like, dude, what the frick? This is what we're hiring into the gaming industry. This is why our games are just dog trash. So she's the game director. He's the director for God of War now. Why are we hiring women? Why are we hiring women for the God of War franchise? Why are we hiring women for James Bond? Why are we hiring women for all of these properties that are men properties? I'm sorry. How does that make sense? Dude, it's just like, bruh, the physiognomy check. Bro, she's got biceps of fat like a man. Holy crap, the BMI is terrible. Oh my, she is stuffing her face in with the worst of foods, bro. How do people allow themselves to become like this? How do you look in the mirror and you have no pride in what you are, and you have to cope every day with how ugly and hideous of what you've become? You couldn't have done something, I don't know. You could have had some pride and vanity over how you look, and I don't know, don't look like a disgusting fat blob.
Laufey.
Just a thought.
You know, telling Faye's story has kind of been a goal of mine since we started working on the North Side.
Really?
She is very near and dear to me as a character, so I knew...
Wow, he looks so impassioned, bro. He's like, wow, this is gonna... He knows this is gonna be a bomb. He's just reading the lines. He's like, it's over. It's over.
Created at Santa Monica Studio. Thank you for watching this extended look at the next core game in the series, God of War Laufey.
Core game, they
telling
say.
Faye's story has kind of been a goal of mine since we
I'm
started
sure.
working on the North Saga.
I'm sure.
She is very near and dear to me as a character,
Yeah,
so I knew
she's so awesome.
that we needed the right person to see this one through. I would like to introduce Laufey's game director, Ariel Lawrence,
Ew.
whom I've had the pleasure of working with for more than 20 years.
What the F?
There is...
Dang, wow. So, okay, so she failed upward. That definitely happened. She's smiling like I finally blew enough freaking blowjobs and enough offices across enough lifetimes to get myself a crappy position as game director where I'm going to destroy the God of War series. Oh my, what did she work on? What has she worked on up until this point? What she worked on? Okay, because she's not it. Okay, I'm sorry to cut it to you, but seniority does not equal skill. It doesn't equal talent. It doesn't equal you know what the F you're doing. Okay, so she stuck around for 20 years and failed upward. That's what happened here. And probably through DEI. Pathetic. Pathetic, bro. Dear God, she's been around for 20 years, and this is what we're creating. 20 years, and this is... So she's been a corrosive poison in the work environment for 20 years. And now she gets to hallmark a self-destructive title in one of the greatest IPs in Sony history, gaming history. Kratos has been a huge character for a long time. Was one of the titular characters next to Master Chief and other characters from other properties like Nathan Drake and whatever. Okay? So she is now taking a boys' brand and she is now going to lead the charge like Kathleen Kennedy at killing a beloved property and character.
Nobody that I trust more to bring this story to life than her.
Pathetic.
Thanks, Corey. Hi, I'm Ariel, and I'm honored to represent
Screw
the
you.
entire Santa Monica studio team. We hope this small slice of game we've shown
So
you today has given you a good introduction
she's
to what it's
representing
like to
a
be
bunch of
Faye
other
and the
women. That's what she's saying. I represent the entire studio. Okay, well, for one, then the failure should completely fall on your freaking head. You should be absolutely demolished. No more. You are out of the industry. You are done after this. Holy crap, bro. How do you sit there with a smile? Hi there. It's a sadistic smile. Hi there. I'm killing your beloved character. Hi there. I made Kratos in the world of God of War lame, gay, and fag.
Man, there is nobody that I trust more to bring...
Dude, holy crap. Please blink twice if there's a gun being pointed at your head, Corey. Holy crap. Dude, this guy could not any more terribly deliver this. She's happy to be there because she's destroying the property. She hates all the men that loved God of War, and she hates all the problematic masculinity that was to the character. Very clear, especially through what we're now making God of War be as a franchise and a property. And then he's just like, dude, I gave up a long time ago. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to kill myself, bro. What's up?
This story to life than her.
Well, thanks, Corey. Hi, I'm Ariel, and I'm honored
dude,
to
the
represent
political
the entire Santa
correctness.
Monica studio team. We hope this small slice of game we've shown you today has given you a good introduction to what it's like to be Fae.
Yo,
and the
work
kind
on
of
your
trouble she
freaking
finds herself
posture,
in
ho.
the afterlife of the gods.
Work on
The
your
team is still very
posture.
hard at work creating this new adventure with
Build
Fae
up your
as she
back
fights through
muscles.
the everyone to save the ones she loves. You can
Work
expect
out.
us to be back with even more details as we get closer to release.
Her posture's
We're
terrible.
super excited and cannot wait to show you more of the
Hobgoblin.
magic and danger that awaits Fae. Until then, thanks again for watching. Bye.
Bro, oh my gosh. Look at that freaking nasty looking woman. Ew. That's Kratos' wife, bro. A freaking Karen looking one. Dude, it's so over. Wow. Bro, can these people like just turn into a freaking, I don't know, hair salon specialist? Turn into a nail salon specialist. Turn into a toenail specialist. Just turn into a summer dress weaving specialist. Do anything but ruin male franchises and IPs and workplaces. Why do these women have to ruin everything that men find fascinating and fun and engaging? Bruh, screw these people in the deepest sense of the word. Yeah, this is the Wolverine game. Wolverine looks good. Very gory. Which I guess is what they're going for. It still feels lame, gay, and Disney. But, hey, he kind of looks like Wolverine to me, and they're going for the brutal Wolverine feel.
Redhead. Might be our only lead.
We're making him a detective for some reason. I mean,
The industrial park.
is he any different from Batman?
All right, let's search the area.
How is she on that roof?
Status update.
I don't know.
Perimeter stable. Holding position.
Female soldier, awesome. So cool. Yep. Oh, yep. Yep. Brutal takedown on a female soldier. Don't you love that? It's so awesome that we have women in our games who are just getting slaughtered. That's so cool, dude. But I guess you could say like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is really Wolverine, right? The gory takedowns. It's kind of cool, but you know, one of the problems I have with the goriness of a lot of liberal media products, games, the gore is not necessary, or it's not stylized, right? It's not creative. It's not artistic. It is torture porn. That's what it is. It's this weird death porn. It's how do we just kill people in games in the most like horrific way and get off to it? Like, that's what it feels like. With so many of these leftists making these games, it's not a style. It's not an artistic choice. It's not a theme of the way that you're making a character in the world that they inhabit. That's not the purpose of the gore. It's just there to be showy. It's there to be desensitized. It doesn't have a place in the world that you're creating. And that's the thing I don't like about this, is that it feels out of place. The gore in this game, it's so vibrant. It's so cartoony. It's so over the top. It's like, yeah, it just doesn't feel like if we actually made a Wolverine game, this is not the kind of gore that you would have expected, you know? This feels like a weird liberal's idea of like jerking off the gore, and I don't like it. I think it's actually gross and disgusting. I want them to actually have a creative vision, and the gore is a part of the theme of Wolverine. Obviously, a guy that fights like he does, there's going to be a ton of gore just associated with him, right? So it makes sense, and I think he's always supposed to be a brutal character. So it makes sense on its surface, but they're leaning into it in a way that just does not feel like they're trying to honor the character. It just feels like they're trying to do something. It feels like they're pandering to the audience in a weird way. It's like liberals have this sick and they have a lot of sick and twisted fantasies. They have sick and twisted sexual fantasies, right? They're the ones that are furries and homosexuals and all kinds of other things that are sick and twisted. But liberals have a fixation on a lot of messed up stuff that just goes beyond, you know, okay, I'm not going to pick between my words here. So, right, just common sense. We're applying common sense here. They have weird fixations that goes beyond normal people with gore, sex, I guess substance use. Yeah, that's also the case. You can, well, and then political ideologies, right? It's like, well, we can mutilate children and people chemically. We can castrate them. We can try and just swap around genders. They're into all kinds of just messed up, sick, and twisted stuff. And they do everything in their power to shame us to think that it's just normal. And now we have to accept these things, right? And that's what this feels like in this game. It feels like with Wolverine. We're not trying to make a Wolverine game. We're trying to make a liberal's wet dream around gore and just brutalizing people with the powers of Wolverine. And that's what I don't like about this style here. I love the diversity. That's awesome. Love the diversity. Really makes me immersed in the world of, you know, Wolverine is supposed to be an American character. America is supposed to be a white country. Yeah, so having equally diverse characters in a game surrounding Wolverine is completely immersion breaking. Where are we right now, dude? Like, why? Are these American soldiers? Okay, America is a white country. So why do we have diversity people? Or are we in some other region of the world? Because I can't tell what it is then, because it's just equal diversity people. Think about this, by the way. Isn't it so crazy that they will spend millions of dollars for DEI to be placed into games? They will spend millions of dollars to ruin games, make games lame and gay, but not spend millions of dollars on DEI instead to make games as good as humanly possible? Isn't that crazy that they will throw money at these products to make them crappier, not better? Isn't that crazy? It's insane. So many studios would have killed for the budgets that so many modern games get 15 years ago. There's so many games that were amazing. Look at that ugly, hideous child. Again, what are these alien designs? What is this? It's not even alien, dude. Why are we saving that thing? Why does he care? Oh yeah, by the way, Deborah Wilson found her way into this game. Awesome. I freaking hate Deborah Wilson, bro. If you've watched a lot of the videos, a lot of the reviews on my channel. Oh, yep, prosthetics. Prosthetics. We're getting the DEI disabled people now. Yeah, Jean Grey looks like a Karen. Awesome. A liberal feminist Karen. Probably smells too. Hairy armpits as a woman. Just gross.
There you are, Red.
Yeah, dude. Totally the love of your life, right?
Jean? Is that you? Don't worry.
Asking for the woman, not the man.
Anywhere.
That's intentional by the writers. The woman comes first, not the male character. Jeez. Bro, look at how freaking liberal these henchmen look. Wow, he's getting wrecked. Wolverine has a bunch of wounds, huh? It's interesting how wounded he gets. Very gory. Jeez. Holy. Oh look, ugly woman and male villains getting away who look totally amorphous. Look at that ugly, hideous Deborah Wilson who's just a random Deborah Wilson stranded in the wilds in a Wolverine game. You know, I feel like Wolverine's pretty cool in this game. But they surround him with all this DEI gay crap. Okay, you know what I can't stand with games like this? The gameplay is more cutscene than it is game. This is one of my biggest issues with these movie games now. Is, you know, it's so funny. Movie games used to be some of the worst games to ever come out. Everyone knew just how bad movie games were once upon a time. Now, apparently, movie games are like cream of the crop or whatever you want to call it. It's so funny because you keep noticing with all these games that like you're button mashing to activate a bunch of gameplay cutscenes, and that's all it. That's why I've never liked the combat of these games. I don't hate that it's stylized and it's so eccentric. I don't care about all that, or I'm not hating on that. Maybe it's a better way of wording it, but you know, my issue is, and this is a huge issue, like Final Fantasy 16, for instance, it's just a freaking cutscene the entire time. It's not actual gameplay. You're clicking buttons to watch the screen display colors. That's not a game. Where's the challenge in that? There is no challenge. You're mashing your controller or your keyboard, and then you're just watching colors display on screen, and that's it. Is that a game? Just make it a movie at this point, dude. I don't like movie gameplay. I don't like it. Get wrecked. Kind of funny. Oh, the other thing about freaking leftists, whenever they make games, the henchmen and the villains always look so uninspired and amorphous. There's just no personality. It just feels like a clutter of ideas that just do not blend well together. There's not a cohesive concept behind what the villains or the henchmen are supposed to look like. And this is in everything. And it just feels like it's always that same generic blueprint of look. And then they change the colors and they add a couple of glints and they add a couple of new edges. But like the base framework is the same. It feels like the henchmen of all these games. I mean, we always get the same like molds, parasite, or like zombie replacement kind of esque looking villains in other games, right? Whenever you're supposed to have an infestation type of enemy, they all look the same. They look like a blob, a pustule. It's always the same look. There's nothing unique about it that's like, oh, I wonder what this in-universe idea of this enemy type or fungus or whatever, I wonder what the idea is. They don't think through the design of characters anymore. And yet they're throwing how much money at these projects and they cannot flesh out the ideas. I don't know, the weapon looks so uninspired. This would be so cool if it didn't feel like this was made by Reddit. This is Reddit's idea of Wolverine. Actually, this is a little bit better than Reddit's idea of Wolverine, because Wolverine here doesn't feel bad. It's everything surrounding him. It feels like he's fighting Reddit. That's literally what this is. This game feels like Wolverine is fighting Reddit.
I was hoping for the redhead. Let's get you guys out of here.
Are you a superhero?
Ugh.
Kid, I'm Wolverine.
Ow. It's not a bad look for Wolverine, but wait, is that a sexy woman? Oh my gosh, a buff female villain, dude? Boz? Are you kidding? Dude, make it stop. Alright, is that a sexy chick right there? I wonder which sexy chick. Bro, this story's gonna be so uninspired. It's gonna have all these forced emotional moments with terrible delivery and pacing. I feel like his character isn't bad. I feel like the overall character model is really good. Was like, why does the men in every game that comes out now, the men always look great. They look like Chads most of the time, or not, but they never the feminists working in these studios, for a while, they were kind of making men look measly and pathetic at times in certain games and just not very inspiring. But slowly these women are like, oh wait, we're in the industry now. Oh yeah, we agree. We don't like ugly people. Oh, everyone's right. We should make the men look like Giga Chad supermodels. Meanwhile, we have to make every woman look like a Karen, because we have to make the women reflect the female developers who are super ugly and washed up. But the washed up female developers, they're like, well, I deserve Chad because I'm ugly and washed up. So then they make every male character appealing to the female gaze. And so we're noticing with a lot of characters in these games that the men are always the best looking characters. They're always the most sexually attractive. And the women are so hideous and manly that you're like, what the frick, dude? I'm sorry, make every woman look like a sexy whore, okay? What are we doing like we used to? This is just lame and gay. What are we doing? But, you know, these women think that men should just love them for their lousy personalities, and as if we just don't care about how youthful, hot, and attractive they look, and how well put together they are. Oh yeah, we totally don't want to bust it to a hot chick with nice breasts, nice BMI, pretty face, long hair. Yeah, we don't want that. We want a Karen with short hair, no breasts, boyish body, or manly body, or just no body at all. Dude, it's so bad. Yo, who? Okay. Again, he gets a shirtless scene, but we can't get a freaking topless scene with the women in gaming anymore. Lame. I thought we fought for equality, right? Lol. Oh, that's Mystique. Got it. Is she even hot? Does she have big breasts? No, I bet not. Lame.
Some folks can't wait to die.
That's coming out relatively soon, I guess. What the frick? Oh yeah, Control. Oh dude, Control was so bad. And woke. A lot of people want to overlook
Something
how
is coming. I have to
woke
go.
that game was.
It felt
Liberal.
like an earthquake.
I do not like
But it
the
was just a
style
paperclip.
and the feel
Falling off a desk.
of the Control
The
games.
tiniest tremor before the main event.
Jesse.
I don't like this.
I know what they put you through. You never had a chance.
Alright, totally uninspiring
2 days
looking
before
dude.
The lockdown fell, an uncategorized resonance appeared in Manhattan.
Who
As
wants to
things
buy
stand
this?
Right now, Dylan,
Who wants to
you're
buy
our only
this?
Shot at survival.
Dog.
You are not FBC. You're not even fucking human.
These people do not
FBC
have
locked me in that
ideas.
cell for years and forgot about me.
Oh, what an ugly face. Is that Post Malone, bro?
Way out.
People can't.
The
Is that
FBC
Post
locked
Malone?
me in that cell for years and forgot about me.
What in the world?
He was a way out.
People can change. The past doesn't matter. Who are you today?
Oh my gosh, dude. They are stacking September with so many games. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Bro, what in the world?
The supreme master of the pugilistic art. The Duke of Get Your Dukes Up. Mr.
Bruh. What are we doing?
Worth more than any word.
And the greatest action is to fight. You have defeated so many. You've defeated whole worlds. But you've
Bruh.
never fought Doom.
Bro, this is Marvel?
Why you should kneel. Think you're a genius, Doom? Your works are mere trinkets. My genius is endless!
And now my turn. You made promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
This violence will solve nothing, Eric.
My dearest Aurora, mutant kind
Does Storm look
shall
hot?
rise, and I will be the
Yeah,
one
she has
to
breasts.
lead the way.
At least there's that. And she's got cleavage.
Showtime! You look a little angry, Bug. You're still holding a grudge. Curtsy, huh?
Time to stop laughing, Gobby.
That all you got? Bump the way! What?
I think that's Mark Hamill. Sounds like.
Spider-Man, not you! You want to fight? Carnage will give you one. You that
Moment has come. Attack! No mercy.
Goodness grazie.
I'll snatch you up. Don't be greedy. He's mine.
Knights of Doom, destroy them! Feel my
What
wrath.
the? Dude, this is a trailer? Holy, this is just overwhelming, dude. Oh my gosh. Bro, they gave the black woman the best breasts. Do not act like I don't see that. Dude, where's the other hot chicks? We have to have Miss Marvel or whatever the frick this chick is. F my life. No one likes her character to this day. So Storm is the only busty hot chick. Really? Dog. Whatever. Lame. Wood motorboat though.
Akashima Island, haunted by dark stories. Our goal, confront the evil, corrupting paradise. This is Dead True.
Oh, dude, this is Until Dawn 2. I could not believe it when they announced this, because I just never thought they would come out. It's been so long. Has it been like 12 years or something? Dude, it's been a long time. I think it was 2015 that they came out. Wow, with the original game. So like immediately you can tell that the graphics are better than the Supermassive games. I don't know what that's about. You know, I don't like it when studios act like it's like, oh, the same people who are giving to you Until Dawn. Oh, we made this game. And then you play the game and it's like, okay, no, either you guys got really bad. You know, you're hurting your brand image because it's like either people think that you just got really trashy after you made your first game, or what's going on, and maybe that happened, or what's going on is the same people are clearly not working on the successive titles that you're saying that your studio is now, oh, we're the same people, we're making this new game. But clearly when we're looking at this, just like the way characters are talking, the cinematography, the pacing, this is so much different than Directive 8020, the Dead by Daylight crappy game, the Quarry, and all the anthology games. Completely feels different, feels higher quality, better writing. Actually feels like this game here actually feels a lot more on edge. It feels a lot more tension. I feel the tension in the trailer that we're going to be watching. And it actually feels scary. The anthology games and all the other Supermassive games, just Supermassive, their games are not scary. There's no tension. The characters are lame and gay and they suck. This game actually has good characters from what I see of the trailer. Like, and I mean just good, like bare minimum good. Maybe not great or whatever, but it's just like, it's something that is tolerable, unlike the other games are super bad. So it just looks like there's some hope for this game, right? And the scare factor is there in the trailer for me. So I'm actually interested to see if they make a good game with this one, right? And by the way, they're trying to go uber gory with this one so that it's actually freaky and scary when characters die. Instead of like, oh, well, characters die in really comical and ridiculous ways in the Supermassive games. This game is trying to go for like a really grotesque, fatalist, maybe realistic fatalist kind of approach with the deaths and the gore. And they're trying to do it at this like hyper realistic manner that doesn't feel cartoonish, but feels like, oh my God, like that's horrific how they died, right? And we'll be seeing that in this trailer. So I can't believe they're coming out with this. And I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't know if I don't like gore and the way that liberals do it. It's just only do it when it's necessary to the story. And it should be a compliment to your characters and the world that you're building. The gore should be an add-on. It should be a feature to how you're telling the story. It shouldn't be a theme that like people look forward to. Who wants to look forward to gore? That's mental illness.
International.
So the women are not that attractive, bro. Is that Deborah Chow? Bruh. We have to reuse women. you know, the women in this game are not very attractive. You could have found so many hot chicks, dude. Come on. And like, bro, these women barely have breasts too. Like, come on, you couldn't find a busty hot. There's so many chicks who are well built, dude. And you couldn't find them to put in your game that's like supposed to be to the quality of a Hollywood film, if not more. Bruh. What are we doing? So this chick is supposed to be like one of the sexual interests that we're supposed to follow for some portion of this game. That you're supposed to be wowsed by. Wowzers, zousers, she's so sexy. I can't wait to see a sex scene with this chick. No, actually not. There's a bunch of women in past media, past films. You're like, I can't wait to see the sex scene with this chick because she's super hot and I want to see her naked, or at least her in a bra, right? There's plenty of films like that where straight men are given eye candy. This is not an eye candy female. She has a wide jaw, for crying out loud. How many women don't have wide jaws? Very attractive, and they're whores in real life. So it's like, okay, there's no purity to uphold there. So let's just throw them into our game and have them be a whore character in our game. Eye candy, whatever. Who cares? She's a whore in real life. But instead, we grab these women who are like, you know, halfway washed up, not very sexually attractive, and bruh, I mean, like, what guy's getting off to this? A really desperate dude. That's what's happening.
Come on,
bro, there's so many hot women in past media. This chick has, look how much extra body fat is in her calves and thighs. This chick is overweight, bro. Dog. There's so many curvaceous, attractive women out there. Dog. What are we doing?
We're together.
Whatever. Now, and then this other chick. I mean, where's the breasts? She has tattoos. Gross. This Asian chick. There's hot Asian women. Bruh. What are we doing here? Why do we have to pick off the street, the most average Asian chick, dude? Oh, bro, there's so many hot women out there and you couldn't find them for this game. But you know what I do like about this game? I don't see heavy diversity, but it's like, bro, that's bare minimum. There shouldn't be diversity in American media. In first world media, should be a bunch of white people, but we don't get that, do we? End it all.
Get a photo together.
Now, by the way, in a lot of modern media today, they do a terrible job incorporating social media, the usage of smartphones into games. It always feels out of place. It feels weird. It feels cheap. It feels very unimmersive. This game is one of the few games, I don't know any other examples, but this game feels like when the characters are using their phones and they're taking photos of themselves and whatnot, it doesn't feel unimmersive. So it feels like a new age game in a proper way.
Over! They're rotating on that one.
A for effort, dude.
Who's the buff idiot?
Does no one know this guy?
This is how villains are made.
Oh, you two haven't met yet, right?
Sebastian, I'll be looking out for you.
Roland, whenever you're
Interesting archetypes of the characters.
Ready. This facility has been shut down for decades. Uninvested.
Way better archetypes of characters than Supermassive has been doing with their other titles.
Untold until now.
You feel the tension and the cinematic pacing. Slightly overweight chick is saddling. They're trying to bang in the forest, huh?
Are you out there?
Yeah, horrific, dude. Horrific. I do not like that. I do not see this. See, they're going for hyper realistic gore, and I get that. That brings up the horror because of like how horrific these characters dying and being killed actually is, right? It's like, well, if someone actually died in X, Y, or Z ways, how horrific would that be? We're seeing that here, right? We're seeing just how, what the frick, it's terrifying. But man, I'm just not, I'm not turned on by stuff like this.
I have a bad feeling.
Let's get rid of it.
I see another chick that's barely built in an attractive way. Now, again, I like that they're not shying away from sex, because that's something that we shy away from in all modern media now. Everything's lame and gay nowadays. So far the romances are between people the same race, by the way. It's just white dudes on white girls. Okay, I like that. So it's like, I mean, like, dude, this is like such bare minimum. Why am I giving them brownie points for this? But it's like, okay, not a bunch of diversity. There's no miscegenation, no cross-race relationships. So like, I guess that's cool. I guess, but the women are not that sexy. It's super bare minimum. I mean, bro, if I don't have a boner, no one's got a boner. But you can feel the tone. You can feel how tense these scenes are. So you can tell they're doing a good job with this one, okay? This feels like super massive. This feels like an upgrade, honestly, from Until Dawn, because Until Dawn was scary at first, and then it quickly went downhill where it's like, okay, just completely loses tension, loses direction. The game, bad ending. It just loses all steam. But this game looks like it has a good build-up, just from the trailers. And knowing their games, this feels like it has a good build-up. It feels like once it starts going off and it gets tense, it feels like it's off and it's tense, right? That's what you feel like.
Take a deep breath. Fuck! Which way? Steady the mind.
We're gonna have to jump!
There's rocks down there!
Go!
Yeah, that is horrific.
Can you do what needs to be done?
So, I mean, it looks like a faithful adaptation. Like, if you actually expected a sequel that was going to be a good upping the ante, this is it. I don't know why it took them so long. 2027, dude. Freaky. What does that remind me of? That reminds me of something weird. Reminds me of a different game. What is this game? Oh, Silent Hill. Oh yeah, this is Silent Hill Ghetto.
Hey! Who's there?
Simon. Are you there? Please say something. Where did you go, Simon?
Something doesn't feel right.
It feels like they keep on cranking out Silent Hill games. It's like everyone's just allowed to make a game now for Silent Hill. They just keep on coming out with stuff, and it's all largely trash.
Zoe? I'm sorry, Zoe?
I guess interracial relationship, maybe. Not thrilled about that. It's funny, it's funny because this is like a black guy character that behaves like a white guy. It's the funny thing, like the hottest black women are just black white women. It's white women with black skin. So this guy is like a white guy with black skin, It's This is how the freaking propaganda works, bro. This is how the freaking psychological propaganda, it slowly makes you believe that blacks are just the same as white people. Oh, there's a bunch of sexy black women out there. Really, how many? Because you look in reality, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. This is propaganda. It is less than 1% of black women are smoke shows, and those women have like some element of, again, they have white features. That's the only black women who are really attractive. They have white features. Okay. And it's so funny in these games when we try to make black characters like, oh look, isn't this black character just super endearing or just not inoffensive? They're not super harmful and you know, some gangbanger. And they basically just give a black character the embodiment and personality of a white guy, right? It's just the propaganda to make you think that people are all the same and they're all equal. This is what people believe for the longest time. Like, oh, India is a great country of deep spiritualism. And then you go there and it's just not the case. Or people come from there into your country and it's not the case at all. And you realize, oh, these different races of people, Hispanics are not the same as white people. White people are not the same amongst each other, you know, but okay, that doesn't matter for this conversation. But like Muslims and white people, not the same. Indians, you know, from India, white people, not the same. Okay, Asian people and white people are not the same. Maybe more congruent out of all the other racial groups, but they're not the same. But this is the element of propaganda, is to convince you of things that aren't even there. Very discomforting. So I guess that's kind of... It's discomforting, so maybe they're doing a good job there. Feels kind of Geiger-esque, right?
So sorry.
What? Black Lives Matter? I don't know. Another September game, bro. Oh, that's a stacked month. Why can they not just release these games like right now? Why can we not just do it slowly over time?
Storm from the sea and take the capital back from our enemy.
Is that Deborah Wilson, bro?
So you're the next one.
Stop.
The one whose rear we'll have to cover?
Some random black guy. Alright.
Need something to hold on to. Some sort of symbol that inspires hope.
We will be in visual range of the land battleship soon.
A female pilot. Just stop. We have to make ace combat. Only men are buying this. Only men. Bro, I played these games. Dude, only men buy these games. Holy crap, we're DEIing this? Oh my gosh, dude. Dog.
Legendary savior. DD wants the legendary savior to get as much publicity as possible. The more exposure, the better.
Cannons firing. We're gonna be wiped out.
All aircraft, pull out.
Sorry, Rex. You stay put, Joker One.
Above you flies the wings of
I'm
speed.
sorry. I'm sorry. We're hiring freaking liberals with colored hair now into the Air Force. If this is even the Air Force, maybe this is a more specialized unit. Come on, bro. Just stop. Just stop. Bro, if you had to hold in your pee on a mission, the women are screwed. You want me to believe that an ace fighter pilot that can have a period on the spot, she's having her period and she's in the cockpit piloting the freaking ship, or the fighter jet. You want me to believe a woman that can't hold in her urine? You want me to believe she's operating a freaking fighter jet? Gay.
Hands to the sky, everyone. Hope is within reach.
What, the imposter? Sharing information isn't always about telling people the truth.
Let's not act like the story's gonna be good, dude.
It's an ambush. Shadows.
Just as planned. We dangled the bait and Wings took it.
We'll find out.
Bro, this is replacement propaganda. Screw you.
Would you please?
Green light, defend the maneuver.
We've got a leak.
Is it time to run, Ray?
Hang on.
I hear Deborah Wilson. She's in this game. Screw you. They literally took her out of like a year of games to make us think that she just rolled over and gave up. And no, she's back.
Come on, that was an enemy.
Female villain. Female villain.
Here we go, Rex.
Female villain that has the same level of impotence, or no, that's the wrong word. She has the same level of magnitude as a male villain. It's a woman in a man's role. Disgusting. Okay, more DEI wokeness.
Let's go, Rex.
These skies belong
Oh,
to you, Rex.
God.
Go take what's yours.
Crying baby. Okay. What's this game again? Alright, Super Father. Alright, Phantom Blade Zero, yeah. Okay. Yo, dude. Wouldn't that kid have like massive trauma from him flailing around like that? I mean, you can't really help it. It's just you're not supposed to shake the baby, right? This guy is spending this whole scene shaking the baby. Yeah, that baby's wrecked. Well, I guess dad of the year. You know, the kid is like permanently traumatized. Good visuals. I don't really know how I feel about this game though. I mean, I think it's going to be very cool. It's going to be a good looking game, but just like Black Myth Wukong and other games like it, very good style wise. These Chinese games do a very good job on the spirit and the artistic design of their games. They do a very good job with that, but very soulless typically, terrible stories. You know. Visually impressive though. It's always visually impressive now.
Been halfway across the continent looking for you.
Ah, yes. The new Lara. Bro, listen, 2013 Lara was freaking hot. Would smash. The second I see her, it's smash on sight, tackle her, and smash. This Lara, nah. Nah, man. Nah. She's attractive, but nah. Nah. Not feeling it. And her breasts are not big enough. Oh, see? Oh, that's so lame, bro. Just stop. I don't care that they're in the tundra. Bruh. Give her cleavage. I don't care. Nobody cares. Why is she wearing a parka or whatever the frick you call it? Why is she wearing a turtleneck? Oh, make it end. Make it stop. At least she's curvaceous, but again, not my Lara.
Well, you found me.
See, those her face is so busted up. That is not Lara's face. That is such an uncanny face, bro. Ugh. Blah. Barf.
Well, you found me.
And the breast size is not there, bro. Nah, son. Crystal Dynamics, bro.
I hear.
Am I supposed to believe this is the Lara from... Okay, wow. They're really trying to show off with her, huh? I'm supposed to believe this is the Lara from the 2013 games, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Are we just recreating her now?
When it comes to retrieval,
you're the one to hire. This isn't.
Okay, she's got the flips and she uses her guns. I mean, right, it's a callback to Lara from the previous games and how she moved. But again, the breast size is not there. Bro, come on now. In the face is totally butchered. What are we doing?
Glory or money or making the world a better place. This is a puzzle. Buried in centuries of silence.
That is not the Lara, dude.
You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it.
She looks good in that. Bro, she doesn't look the same across scenes. Again, we need breast augmentation here, okay? Not big enough. And then her face is attractive, but bruh, the best looking face for Lara is from the reboot series, okay? From 2013 onward. That's the best looking face for Lara. And she had better breasts in those games than that. Well, in the first game, and then they nerfed her because feminism. Yeah, this is just a nerfed hot Lara. I mean, like, would I bang this chick? Probably.
There's a reason I can only trust you.
Of course a woman. Of course a woman who's a boss character. Lame. What in the world? Another origin story. Isn't it so weird that her breasts look so small in some scenes, larger in others? Like, I said this last time, but I'm saying it again. Her breasts look big here. They look small there. Her face looks butchered over here. It looks slightly prettier over there. Why does the character not look consistent? There's something wrong that happened in the development. Did the same group work on... did different people work on this game, like, across the development cycle? What's going on here?
Gotta say, I captured your good side.
You're assuming I've got a bad side.
In this game, she has a bad side, but would still smash. Okay. Her outfit from the previous game series, really, dude? Like, we're basically rebooting her again. So it's like, hey, this is the first reboot. Here's the second reboot look. Why? Why does it look like she has larger breasts? In that skin, too. Kind of ish. I don't know. I can't tell if it's the same breast size, dude. Is this supposed to be the successor to the previous series? Because, like, she doesn't look the same. They screwed up her face. Bruh. Is this supposed to be the same Lara, dude? Whatever.
Doesn't matter. A beast isn't far from an Oni, you know.
You'd do well to follow his example. I thought you'd see the appeal, Musashi.
Another Asian game. They always get the visuals very well done.
That castle on the mountain.
Oof.
Musashi, I sense Genma. Prepare yourself. No ordinary Genma can move.
It feels like all these games are trying to be like Sekiro. Isn't it funny? It just feels... I keep thinking it's Sekiro 2. Like, is this game Sekiro 2? No, it's a new Asian game. Okay, well, at some point we're going to get a sequel for Sekiro, which, I mean, dude, I'm so tired of these types of games, honestly. And I hate to say that because these developers work so hard. But bro, I've been tired for years. Ever since I played Elden Ring, I was like, I'm done. I'm so done with these Souls-like games. I'm so sorry to say it. I know these developers are working so hard on these games, and a lot of these Souls-likes are good games. It's really hard to trash on them, but it's just like they've gone through too many. There's too many developers making the same game. Okay? It's just fatigue. It's too much of playing the same type of game. I feel so sorry for these developers. I do. But, you know, maybe there's always going to be a new type of person that picks up these games. I don't know, but I can imagine other people have fatigue now. I mean, I was starting to first feel fatigue when I was playing Sekiro. And, well, wow. I mean, is that just what happens, though? I guess, like, maybe there's gaming saturation now. There's just so many people making these games. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's really there's no problem. It's just that there's more people now in the industry, right? And there's more people making games. And because of that, you're just going to get more types of certain games. And these games are easier to make than open world games that have a good story. So you're not going to get a lot of people trying to make a Witcher, trying to make a Final Fantasy VII remake, rebirth, whatever. You're not going to see a lot of people trying to make open world games that sell you a really good story and character and worlds. That, I think, takes a whole lot more resources. Like, for instance, Final Fantasy 15. You understand that, by the way, Final Fantasy 15 is an example of a game that's really captured people ever since it first came out and ever since then. And there's so few games that come out every year. Well, there's no games, actually. But just relatively, respectively, there's so few games that actually match the hype and the enamor and the appeal that Final Fantasy 15 had for people when they first saw that game. And then it came out and it was a broken masterpiece, but like people saw what they were making, and the execution and delivery of the world and the characters and the themes was so masterfully done. And we have not seen that level of spectacle and imagination and like storytelling excellence. We have not seen that. We have not seen that much soul packed into a game since, for many games. And there was a time where many games used to come out and have a ton of soul. You know, the Metal Gear series used to have tons of soul in every installment of the franchise. Now you don't feel that in so many games, including, you know, Metal Gear and whatnot. There's just not the talent anymore in these developing studios to have riveting soul in our products that sells people, not just on a technical level, not just on a visual level, but like there's something that you feel deep down inside spiritually towards the work. We don't have great masterworks of the spirit anymore.
I doubt this area was designed to welcome visitors. The castle's owner must be terribly cautious.
I am Sultan Toti.
All right, I guess Jabba the Hutt up in here, huh? Just licking up on chicks. Is that a good thumbnail? Lol.
Miyamoto Musashi, the fool who seeks strength yet rejects the power of the Oni.
Generic villain boss dialogue lines. You reject my power of the Oni. Who's the Oni? Nobody knows. What's the power? Nobody knows. What does it mean? It means nothing, bro. It's just generic power, generic group of baddies. You reject the power of my generic, my genericness, my generic C. You reject the power of how generic me and my homeboys are. Oh my gosh, bro. And the threat we have. Our threat is also generic. You are rejecting the opulence of my genericness. How dare you?
You shame yourself, child. Witness my...
Calls him childs. That would mean something more if I were being sold that there's actually a cool story with good conceptual basis behind the dialogue lines, that could be interesting, something like that being spoken. But sadly, we are so far past great characterization. There was a time, dude, gaming has gotten so good with character design in certain games. Other ones are trash, especially the woke ones. But we've come so far in certain elements of character design. Some places it's kind of hurting, but okay. But there's a good number of games that are largely Asian studios that are doing pretty well in the character design department. I don't know if better than previous games, but anyway. And we're doing so good on environmental design and level design. That is so good now compared to in the past. But like, storytelling has completely plummeted to the point I have diagnosed and tried to fix so many games where the spirit of the work is just missing. But now it's like I'm seeing so much spiritless work in all of our media that I'm starting to sit here and wonder to myself, is this just what we're left with now? Like are we just living during soulless times? Like it just feels like civilization has lost its soul now. There is nothing good coming out with great characters and storylines. It's like there's something permanently shattered within the spirit, within the resolve, within the constitution and the integrity of people today. How is it that so many writers for past games, there's so many past games with amazing male characters and good writing or great writing, one or the other. Now the writing can't be good and it can't be great anymore. How have we gone from good and great to now just dead? Soulless, bland. How?
If you live by the sword, fighting is everything.
Who the heck is that voice? Is that the voice of the Mortal Kombat announcer? The guy that says ready fight or whatever in the Mortal Kombat games and also says fatality? Sounds like the exact same voice actor.
If you live by the sword, fighting is everything.
Fights!
So you've lost. Will you swap the sword for a trowel?
Like hell I will.
No? What then? Are you going to start taking human souls?
If human souls are what it takes.
Bro, fake drama, dog. Bro, I don't feel the moment in the trailer. Okay, so here's something weird, right? I can totally believe that a trailer does not capitalize on amazing moments from a story because it's too condensed. I can totally believe that. It's like, oh, terrible trailers for this movie, for this game. It's like, wow, I don't see it for the characters. But then you get into the game and it's like, oh, wow, okay, that was really well developed leading up to that point. And now it means something. It was terribly clipped together for the trailer. And then there's games that do a great job clipping for the trailers. And it's like, whoa, this might have the best story on planet Earth. And then you get into the game and it's like, what the frick? That's terrible. They didn't do a good job executing that. Dude, that's the moment from the trailer. Are you kidding me? Right? Like, you can have that disparity. And I think that it really depends on the product that you're making, whether or not you're able to deliver an impactful moment through a trailer. I mean, sometimes what I like that certain studios are really talented, what they do. Certain studios know how to just completely craft a trailer that sells a compelling storyline, the idea of one, so that it sells you on a game to get into the actual game, the actual storyline, and then that's where that is delivered on its own. But I mean, that's two different skills that you have to leverage into. How do I deliver the impact of an idea? So you're having to make it concise, and then how do I elaborate on that in actually writing for a game and its story? And it's not like it's that hard. If you actually have talent in storytelling and writing, then it's technically not that difficult to do, but it depends on the story you're telling, because some stories they're not meant to be condensed, okay? Not even for promotional content. It's like you make it and you're just supposed to see it for what it is, right? And having to try and force media to comply with different lengths of time for the purpose of advertisement and just like satiating different time frames of digest is a huge problem with actually guaranteeing the quality of an IP, of a franchise, of a singular piece of media or work. It's a huge problem.
If that's the path he walks, I will follow. I've chosen to trust Musashi's judgment in all matters.
Ori departed. Give me every ounce of power that you have.
It's Final Fantasy.
Then get going.
It's Final Fantasy. Yeah, dude, I don't feel it. Understand this. When a great writer works on something, you can feel the impact of characters and moments and scenes within 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise is an example of a game that totally really weird delivery of the world, the characters, the quality of the world, the characters, the delivery of world and characters. Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise is a game where the beginning of the game, you're like, okay, I'm here for it. Okay, I'm a little bit interested. You're not really selling me, but I think we're going to get somewhere here. Just keep on developing what's going on here. And then throughout the entire middle section of the game, that's like 15 to 20 hours long, by the way, because of gameplay, it's super padded out. There's just nothing going on. The story's dead. Quite frankly, the characters that they're introducing kind of suck. And then something weird happens. The writer apparently is resuscitated, comes back to life, and suddenly in the middle end portion of the game, so we're like 3/4 the way through the game, or like or maybe like 4/6 or whatever, suddenly the writing gets really good in Strangers of Paradise. Suddenly you're falling in love with characters that were like, originally you were like, okay, this is not making sense, this is terribly delivered or something like that, or it's just not being fleshed out, what the heck is going on? And then suddenly, whoa, that character, whoa, oh, whoa, suddenly I'm feeling nostalgic for this character and the relationship. Suddenly I care. Suddenly the story's hitting me. I want to cry. I want to cry. Many times in Strangers of Paradise, I wanted to cry at the story, because they started towards the end of the game. They just somehow they're capitalizing on the very little they set up from the early sections of the game, and suddenly at the end of the game, they just decide to start writing the story again. They start fleshing out characters that were not fleshed out. You know, my assumption is that they probably had like 3 directors or 4. I think there was probably 4 directors that they shuffled through to make and then finish the game. But whoever wrote the ending, especially of Strangers of Paradise, it was just so masterfully done. And then they also finished the DLCs, and those DLCs expanded on the game and its story really well too. And I was held captivated the whole time. And that's just an example of like a great writer can resuscitate, can literally resurrect a bad story. A great writer knows what is impactful. They understand what ideas grab you and then just carry you for the ride. A great writer knows the ideas that work. Bad writers, they can't make anything work to save their life. So, you know, if we had an amazing writer for this game, the trailer would feel just simply different. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's just the pacing, tonality. When you understand how to write well, you understand how to pace and tone your scenes, and then therefore you know how to make things really compelling and how to sell and deliver. Another September release, bro. What in the world? Dude, September is going... How are people supposed to play all these games? Literally, like 4 games are releasing back to back. Why are they not releasing a game in June, a game in July, a game in August? Then people have the time to like buy this game, buy that game, play this game, play that game. How do people have the time? People have to make a choice. Why do companies do this to themselves? I don't get it. They have to know that it's not a coincidence that everyone is releasing games back to back of each other in the same month. It makes no sense.
I see much from my perch atop the tree of tranquility. Yet, there are some outcomes.
This is Rayman Legends.
Even to me.
I remember playing that game when the original Xbox One came out. Long time ago. And I was so desperate to just play a new gen game. Because during that time, there was a game drought. Nothing was coming out. So I forced myself to play Rayman Legends, and I forced myself to like the game, but honestly, the game was really not that impressive. For me, it wasn't a bad game, it's just like, I was not crazy about it. But, you know, maybe this is gonna be a good game. So loud, dude. Some of these trailers are just insanely loud. It looks visually more compelling than Rayman Legends, maybe.
The Glade of Dreams is in grave danger.
Oh no. Oh, so evil.
It's time I made my mark.
It's 4 against 1. You don't stand a chance. Maybe he stands a little bit of a chance.
Globots to the rescue!
I am as fast as a falcon! Quick size!
For the Glade, then!
You think this ends here?
Cool! I'm here!
So evil. So evil.
Are you ready for our game?
I actually think that's a good design for a villain. I actually think that. I actually think that it's kind of okay. Oh look, October. Hey guys, after you get freaking swamped in September games, play our game immediately after. Okay. What in the world? Oh yeah, this is some random game for Zoomer gangsters. Wanna be gangbanging social media lights. Bro, you could not sell me on this. No, this is so liberal coded. I hate games with this style. This is so homo globo, dude. Nah. Not feeling it.
Shoot!
What does this mean? This means nothing, dude. This means nothing. Where's the soul? Where's the spirit? Where's the soul? Where's the spirit? I hate liberal media so much. It's just an amorphous blob of ideas that do not blend well together. This is the issue with liberals. They cannot make ideas that are coherent and therefore sell themselves alongside one another well. Oh, that was No Man's Sky, I think. Why? Why is this in the showcase, bro? What the heck? Bro, this is such a mishmash. No. Nah, son. Nah. Not feeling it. Dude, nothing good comes out. It's just so over. What is this? Stuntman Hollywood. Alright. Alright, dog. Alright. I'm gonna bring down the volume. I'm just gonna give a wrap up. As this plays, I'm gonna give a wrap up of my thoughts, right? So, again, yet another year, yet another example of how, you know, state of play, it's never impressive. We're being shown a bunch of future flops, just a bunch of junk that no one cares about and nobody really wants to freaking see. You know, the only thing that I'm interested in is Until Dawn 2, but mostly everything else I'm not really crazy about. Yeah, and I kind of hate to say it on some of these maybe, but yeah, I know, it's just like there's nothing to be excited for. Understand, I used to get hyped for like 9 games a year, or like 15. Dude, I used to look at games coming out per year and I was like, oh bro, I can't wait for this, that, the other thing, the other thing. Who is this? I don't know. I think he was supposed to be special, but I don't know. Anyway, I think that's the El Dorado or whatever. It looks like an interesting racing game. Interesting graphics. Wreckage, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so it should be interesting, but yeah, it's another year, it's another showcase, and a huge list of games are just not interesting. I'm just not excited for a single thing. There's just something that's missing from these modern day developers. They don't understand how to just captivate people anymore. Isn't that just insane? There's a time where they did, but everything just feels so knockoff and soulless, and it's really painful, man. It's really painful to see how little they can really sell any ideas and make something that just captures the imagination or your fascination and makes you want to join along for the ride. We just don't have great visionaries anymore, sadly. So, anyways, that is State of Play 2026. We were here for the last 2 years of it all. And, dang, well, time to go into the summer's Game Fest, dude. Where that's just even, is it worse? Maybe. It might be worse than this. I mean, God of War, Laufey is going to just, dude, like, what are we doing? It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, we've killed gaming, bro. It's so over. Holy effing crap. Anyways, alright, I'll see you on the next one.